This is a disaster. There's no other way to describe it.
The Okanagan wine industry is sending an SOS to Ottawa. Wineries are making a desperate plea for more help from the federal and provincial governments after being slammed by extreme cold for a second winter in a row. This year's grape and wine production will likely be only about 50% of normal.
If you lose half of your crop and you have half the amount of wine to be made and sold, that's critical. Nobody wants to hear that you're only going to be able to do half the amount of business as you have in the past.
The problem is that while these vines look green and lush, they're missing a key ingredient: grapes.
So, I'd be hard pressed to actually find a bunch of grapes here. Here, some great big leaves. Some primary shoots with nothing on them.
Insurance coverage often falls well short of what's needed.
The biggest thing I would say is for plant damage, we're being paid about $750 per plant, and this has been same for last, I would say, 10-15 years, and the cost for planting a single plant has increased to about $15 a plant.
The cumulative effects of several years of extreme weather is pushing some wineries to the brink.
And I think even people with what seem to be bottomless pockets have a tolerance level that they reach and say, hey, this is ridiculous. We're losing money hand over fist here. So
one solution would be to temporarily allow wineries to buy grapes from the Niagara region or the U.S. Pacific Northwest. Currently, red tape prevents that.
If I'm going to do a contract to make a Riesling out of Washington or a Chardonnay out of Niagara and be able to sell it on my license directly through my tasting room, I need to do those deals in the next 6 weeks. Otherwise, there's going to be no grapes in those regions for me to get, and then it's kind of null and void for this year.
There are fears that if production at Okanagan wineries continues to languish, it will have a detrimental effect on the valley's multi-million-dollar tourism industry. In Kelowna, Cindy White, Castanet.